Hey violin and viola players, do you want to instantly be better at and have an easier time playing your instrument? Let's learn about it. So you've got your instrument, you've gotten started, you rented or bought your instrument, and it's here, you're excited to play, and now you're probably having some trouble if you haven't done one thing. If you have nothing on the back of your instrument, this back of the instrument surface is pretty slippery. If I try to hold it with nothing on there, I get from rest position to playing position, I drop my chin on the chin rest, and my violin slides down. I can't hold it with no hands. You're gonna need something to help you hold it in place. Now, your basic level starter tool is a sponge. You might have a sponge like this, or you could have a little bit of a fancier sponge, one that's curved to match the shape of your neck and your shoulder. This one curves down a little bit. It goes on your shoulder with the wedge part, the thicker part of the wedge, down more on your collarbone or your chest, and the thinner part goes up on your shoulder. If you want something even nicer still, you might want something like a shoulder rest. It's got these little feet that grip onto the bottom ribs of the instrument and holds the instrument from the bottom. So you just slide it on like this. You put the thicker, wider side up top. The thinner side slides onto the bottom. And you just slide it in place from the bottom up. And then it goes on your shoulder like this. And it makes it much easier to hold. So I can hold it no-handed, no problem. I'm going to sound so much better when I'm holding my instrument correctly. If you're playing with an instrument that's sliding, you're going to be putting a lot of weight in your hand instead of using your shoulder and your chin to hold the instrument up. So that's going to instantly improve your sound. This is what I look like playing with no shoulder rest. Pretty tricky to do. It kind of hurts and it just slides down. I don't feel as supported and a lot of the weight's in my hand's going to get tired a lot faster. If I put the sponge, slide it underneath the rubber band, that's going to help create some friction so it doesn't slide down. And it's also going to create a little bit of a wedge shape to hold the instrument up and fill the gap of my neck more. This is what I look like with the sponge. I'm using a larger instrument and I have a longer neck. So for me, this is a little bit uncomfortable still. I'd prefer a shoulder rest, but this will probably work if you're maybe in 3rd grade or a little bit younger. You might have a smaller neck and the sponge might be big enough for you. Here I am with my shoulder rest. I can hold my instrument up nice and high. It's really easy. It's not a struggle at all. Online, they sell these, all different kinds. What you want to look for if you're getting a shoulder rest is one that has collapsible feet. If you have one that the feet don't come in, some of them they just stay standing, and then it's hard to quite get it in your case perfectly. So I really recommend one with collapsible feet. You also want to make sure you get one that has this nice curve shape to it. If it doesn't have that curve to it, it doesn't really help because it doesn't match the shape of your body. You do want to look for that curve shape, and they'll usually call it collapsible feet. Something you want to watch out for is also that you need one that's sized to match your instrument. So like this one's for a full-size instrument. You need one that's either a quarter size or meets your range. Sometimes they're a quarter size to a half size. So it might fit a couple of size instruments because they have these adjustable screws. So make sure you get one that fits your instrument if you want to use a shoulder rest. It's going to make a huge difference having a shoulder rest, a sponge, any one of these things is going to hugely help your playing. You will massively improve in your ability to hold the instrument with just one of these products. Okay, so make sure you have one for your lessons so that you can play and have fun enjoying playing the instrument comfortably. I put some links to some different options for shoulder rests and sponges in the description below. Check those out and see if you can find something that might work for you. Have fun practicing. See you violin and viola players in the next one. Bye guys.